Hello and good evening, everybody, for this Monday, December 9th, 2024. We're here on Live Long and Podcast for our next reaction video. This time it is the new Section 31 special movie event trailer that just dropped yesterday. And I'm back here with, I'm Dave Mader, by the way. I'm back here with Adam, Woodward, and Heather Narduzzi to react live to this trailer and see how we feel about it. Good to see you both.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Adam.
Hey, Heather. Hey, Dave.
Hey,
Looking forward to this. I didn't even know this was a thing until you reached out earlier today, Dave. So thank you.
Yeah, and I'm watching for the first time. I am
Me too.
not,
Me too.
I enjoy, experiencing this with fellow members of the Live Long community. Of course, this is a live stream. Where's the middle guy? Well, he's been substituted today for middle lady in Heather Narduzzi. So
I think the middle guy would look fierce in this headpiece, but I don't want to lend it out. So
yeah, he would. But you, I think, pull it off better there, Heather. That's just my opinion. Well, let's see what's up with Emperor Georgiou, and see if we get any more about this movie that we didn't see in the original trailer. Let's bring this in and throw it in. I guess, Adam, you will be middle guy today. So with all that said, is everyone ready?
yes.
All right. No time like the present. Let's jump in.
There's a customer hoping for a word with you.
Bring him. What are you doing in my space station?
I'm giving you a chance to get back in on the action on a galactic scale.
What a cute idea.
It's
The
good.
only way this works is if I know exactly what I'm dealing with.
We're facing a threat unlike anything Starfleet's ever seen.
Billions of lives are at stake. Gather your people. We're gonna need every one of them.
31 is a Black Ops division. Spy work.
It's just a place for people to bend the rules.
Starfleet is here to make sure no one commits murder.
Whatever you believed your mission was, is worse than you thought.
How do we stop it?
We work together and don't get dead.
I'll try my hardest.
You ready? Let's get messy.
You don't answer her questions directly, she will punch you in your face.
What?
You said that she was going to be doing the face punching!
I lied.
You have no idea what you've started. This is going to be bad.
5, 4, 3,
Hold your course.
2, 1.
We survive together.
Okay. Wow. All right. Cancel. Okay. Here, let's just bring that down for a second. I normally I have more to say during these trailers, but this one is very fast paced and a lot going on, a lot of dialogue. So there wasn't quite a lot of moments for me to react to what was next before, or what I just saw before we moved into what next. Heather, what was your initial feelings on that?
I liked the first trailer better. And I don't know if that's just because they scored it with Beyonce's Formation or if the pacing was a little different or what, but it still looks awesome. I love that we got to see, I don't know if it was a space station or it must have been a station, that it kind of looked like spirals of film is what it made me think of, like old-fashioned film, you know what I mean? I thought that was really neat. And it showed us some cool sequences without really giving a lot of the plot away, which I appreciate in the trailer.
Yeah, I agree. Adam, what was your initial take on all that?
I liked. I mean, you can see how this is going to go. It's like they're comfortable. They're sitting on the space station, enjoying drinks all the time, getting your Beyonce there, Heather, and then then something happens. They had me at billions of lives at stake. I like that statement. That is don't know what side she's on. I guess she's on the Federation.
Well, you're not supposed to know, and that's the beauty of her.
Of her, right?
Yeah, well, okay. Like, I recently, as I was kind of going back to look at some Star Trek Discovery radio theaters we had done and things like that, I looked back at when we first met this character in the first season of Star Trek Discovery and how evil the Emperor Philippa Georgiou was, and they slowly, I guess, over season 2 and 3, they kind of tried to redeem her to a certain extent, but she still has this very dark past to her. And, now they're setting her up as like maybe the protagonist of this film, it would appear. So, and maybe taking that redemption arc even further, making her more, to protect the light, we have to embrace the dark. Is that what the line we see in the trailer or something along those lines? The other thing too is that this seems to be a whole new time period. It's the lost time. It's that period between Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, and when we get Star Trek: The Next Generation. That whole era, in between, which is about 70 years or 60 years or so. We know that this has a young Captain Rachel Garrett, and we're sort of in, I guess, I don't know, like it's probably the early 24th century here that all is taking place in. So there's, I guess, they have a lot of room to move around here. There's not like there's certain characters who are alive at this time. Like, Picard's probably a young man or even a kid, depending on what year specifically this kicks off in. Actually, no, Picard's probably on par with about Rachel Garrett's age. So, he's probably, so maybe we'll meet somebody like that, but, people like Riker and all them would be kids, if not infants, around this time. So, Adam, we also see here,
oh yeah,
from these guys from original series, Let That Be Your Last Battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
There was
fantastic episode.
Fantastic episode. One of my dad's favorite episodes. And
running down the hallway.
Yeah, I can't remember who were the oppressors, if they were white on the right side or the left side right now, but this guy would be white on the left side, or his left side rather. I'm
glad they did something more with the costume. The costuming. Yeah. That was very basic. Yeah,
you even see like his outfit has that white black thing going on too, which we didn't quite. I think in the original series episode, it was just a kind of a gray onesie.
They had a lot of tunics and pajamas and such in the original series.
Turtlenecks.
Yeah, turtlenecks. But the fashion in this Section 31 movie is going to be outrageous. I cannot wait. Like, just Michelle Yeoh alone, but everybody else has really amazing costuming too. They really have a budget. Even this guy who's getting thrown through the air looks fantastic.
So can I ask you guys a question? Do you think that this is now the role that's going to define Michelle Yeoh forever? Because she did some pretty good stuff before this, and but she, to me, is now Philippa. Like
well, that's because that's our fandom.
No, but I do like Crouching Tiger. I like Bond. I mean, I liked everything that she's done. I just think she's so good at this.
I think that now I think it's actually going to be the one she won the Oscar for, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think that's probably going to be the main role she'll be associated with. But I think this is probably very significant in that group of roles she's played. I think Crouching Tiger, of course, is kind of what made her famous in the American Western audience.
And she was also Memaha in Memoirs of a Geisha. Yep. Which was fantastic. And she was Eleanor Young in Crazy Rich Asians, and she was fantastic in that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I really like both of those. And actually, I hadn't seen Sam. It was the 60s. We didn't know. Thanks, Ted. This is the space station I was talking about. But while in July or August of this year, I was visiting some friends in Halifax, and I was out, and when I got back, my friend was watching an old movie of Michelle's before she had made the crossover to Western cinema, and she just lit up the screen. Like, she's such a commanding presence, and she's fantastic. Really can't get enough of her.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan of hers too, and like, you know, I think my whole feelings on this movie have always been like, you have such a dark hole to climb out with this character, because I think that like the Prime version that we meet in the Discovery pilot, you know, that dies, I'm like, well, that's the character I'm more interested in, even though I'm not against the mirror universe. I'm like, this is like, you know, somebody who conquered people and ate Kelpians, and you know, was not a good person by any means, you know, in any universe, and not even in the mirror universe, she was like, you know, very bad, right?
But Dave, don't you think that there's villains we love to hate, and she plays that role perfectly?
Sure, like I think. Like she's won me over greatly, which I think is probably the part I find disturbing, is that like, like, remember who she is what I'm always coming back to.
I forgot about the Kelpian eating, and when you just mentioned it, I was like, oh, that's bad.
This space station that you're pointing out, Heather, it looks like it's massive.
Mm-hmm.
It, like, if those are windows, then this is a big station, and I don't know, like, it's very different looking. I wonder what it doesn't look.
It does look like film though.
Yeah, it does. It's really neat. It's a design that we've never seen before, so I wonder if it's Federation, if it's Terran, if it's alien.
I would guess alien, and maybe more specifically Cardassian, but it's hard to say.
If it were Cardassian, it would be browner.
Yeah, and that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I agree. It looks kind of brown to me. I guess that's where my mind's going there. But then when you look inside of it, it doesn't look like this is Cardassian per se. What else? We get a scene here on the planet. This seems to be like some kind of a flashback to the mirror universe, because we're seeing some Terran emblems here on the chests. And you know, I'm sure we'll get more information on how she became emperor of the Terran Empire, and maybe like there were some circumstances that, you know, led her to becoming a, you know, Kelpian eating mass
fashion bitch.
Yeah, right.
Can you go back a couple?
Sure.
A couple frames there. That's too far. Forward again. Okay, yeah. After this, after that.
After?
Right. So right here, when we see this young woman, that's young Giorgio, right?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, I remember that from the original trailer.
And I think that
we keep seeing flashbacks to her. Yeah,
this is a different actress, I think, who is meant to be, you know, the younger Philippa.
Yeah.
In the mirror universe. And what else do we got? Yeah, this seems to be a wide shot from that. Whoever this character is with the beard seems to be very significant in the film. I don't know who he's playing. And the other thing I'm noticing is that the eyes, Philippa's eyes here look like she's got some kind of different contact lenses in. I don't know what that's supposed to imply. We know that there's a cameloid in this film, and you know, maybe this is a cameloid pretending to be Giorgio.
Oh, that's a good guess.
But it's hard to know or if it's something else.
I noticed that right away as well, because those aren't her eyes.
Yeah, you see,
and like
this
guy has the same eyes. That's the cameloid.
He's the cameloid, yeah.
Oh, that's a good catch then, Dave, because that was the same. She had the same eyes in that.
Yeah, so frame. Maybe he's, you know, he seems to be a member of the team here for the film. I feel like this will be sort of a ragtag crew that will be led by Giorgio. That's going to include him and some other misfits. And you hear that Rachel Garrett says, like, Starfleet's here to make sure you don't murder anybody or, you know, do anything unethical. So she'll sort of be like the babysitter, maybe, of this group.
So how long is this going to be? Because they got a lot of ground to cover, I feel like, here.
I think like at least 2 hours. I would
think,
if not 3. It's a special movie event. January 24th, this comes out. Yeah, this guy, whoever he is, maybe also Section 31. We see here they got a suit. This is the young Rachel Garrett.
I cannot wait to get more of her. I think that's such a cool addition.
She
Yeah,
looks.
she does.
She's got like that real bob haircut going on here. Yeah, there she is.
Yeah, love it.
Gorgeous. The makeup, the lip, like the understated, elegant dress and the bob, like they are really saying a lot about her character with these choices. I'm so excited to see this. What a cool character to pick out of the ether for us.
So to protect the light, what is the rest of this? They
fight in shadow.
Okay. So some clandestine
Oh,
stuff.
wait. Can you go back to those ships, please? I like to see the ships.
Sure. The ships. Let's see. Is it coming right here?
Next scene. Here we go. There we go.
I don't recognize this design, either of them. It seems like it's two ships. It's so quick. It's on the screen before, but yeah. That's clearly the shape shifting of it all, which looks very neat. Because we did see, like, in Star Trek 6, the transformation was different than that, so they're kind of updating that look of it, which is fine. Oh yeah, I see them turning into Georgiou.
Okay, so that's confirmed.
Yeah.
Is it the same outfit? You should check that.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's
With the beaded collar.
Yeah,
it is.
Okay.
Okay, and of course we got Michelle Yeoh. Some fighting. This, I don't know. Every time I see these new version of the ears, it sort of bothers.
They're more elven than Vulcan. Like, they're
like
really sticky outy.
They're very like sideways. And I think like this was introduced, like you saw, like Commodore O had that. Oh, he's so quick on their screen. Sorry.
Sticky outy. I like it, Heather. Sticky outy.
Sticky outy.
Outy. Yeah,
is the technical term. Yes.
Yeah, they're very elven. Like, yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
So is he meant to be a Vulcan or a Romulan? Do we know?
We don't know, but I would
guess. He's doing bad shit, so probably Romulan.
Probably Romulan.
Romulan. That's more of a Romulan haircut than a Vulcan
haircut. And it's blonde. Sela?
Sela's father, of course, knows the Enterprise C that Rachel Garrett ended up, commanding. But but this is many years before any of those events, presumably, because Rachel Garrett's so much younger than the original actress was in yesterday's Enterprise. So,
things do get timey-wimey, and whenever there's been a blonde Romulan, it's been related to that somehow. But this just might be a fashion choice.
Might be a fashion choice, yeah. A lot of action. Whoever this guy is that they're interrogating, he looks, I don't know. I think this is meant to be a kind of a funny scene. What is this look? Like, I don't think I've ever seen it before.
No, it's like discount Borg meets Google Glass.
It reminds me of Bane from Batman or something.
Or what's his name? From Guardians, Michael Rooker's character.
Oh yeah, like it's an interesting makeup at the very least. It's very different.
And I like I'm pointing at the screen. Come on his right cheek where there are those two little squares, and it looks like there's circuitry underneath, and on his nose as well.
Yes, there is. Yeah, it's almost like it's almost like he's got implants underneath, and coming over his skin. It's like going in and out like of his skull.
And the thing on top of his head kind of looks like a spine almost. Like
it almost seems like something would like maybe protract out of it. But it's
he's getting punched in the face now, so all of that circuitry isn't doing him any good.
Yeah, she's doing the face punching.
Yeah, that was cute.
I like
the
jacket too. It's
it kind of looks like it's kind of a shiny kind of suit.
It's giving like gangster shark skin, kind of.
Yeah, I feel like he's meant to be some kind of underworld figure of some kind. And then we come back to more flashbacks here. I think of Georgiou as a younger person in the mirror universe. Whoever this guy is, that's like vibrating around. A lot of explosions, a lot of action clearly in this. Yeah, it's such a fast, quick, edited trailer that, I think we're meant to not be able to figure out too much from it.
Yeah, which I like, because I don't want you to give away the entire plot. I want to be surprised when I see it. So I thought that was a good trailer. It's got me more excited for it.
Me too. Also, there's this brand new title card that has not been seen in the previous trailers or teasers or anything like that.
I really like how, for those who don't know, Star Trek is included in the title there, like, you know, on the eye there.
In the eye. There's also kind of a, well, I had it up earlier with the thumbnail. They also have sort of this vertical version that they put out as well. You know, so depending on the treatment, yeah, it's different. It's definitely distinct, you know, and it's Star Trek, but it's not like, you know, as maybe traditional Star Trek as much. I don't know. I saw Steve Shives was say, you know, raging at some of the you know, the fans out there that were detractors who were saying this doesn't remind me of traditional Star Trek. Or
we always got to take new directions, make it exciting. This is great. Like, I'm looking forward to this. It's a Friday.
It's in the mission statement of Star Trek to explore strange new worlds. We're doing it with all the different shows and takes on it. I think it's, if you don't like it, then go watch Next Gen for the 100th time. You know, I do that.
We do that anyway, Heather.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, his actual words were, you know, in quotes, the Section 31 trailer doesn't feel like Star Trek. He goes, wah, wah, wah. The movie might be terrible. It might be great. I don't know. But if all you want is Star Trek from 30 years ago, go watch that and be happy. Stop demanding that the new stuff be just as stunted as you are.
Well,
so,
but, you know, you got the best part of Discovery, who was, you know, taken from the show too early, in my opinion, and now we get to see her again. So that's what I'm most excited about.
You know, Murphy pointed out it's been 8 years since we've had a Star Trek movie of any kind.
I know.
Yeah,
right? That's a big gap. You know, and he's also getting mad Romulan vibes from that guy. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, he's not calm. He's not calm at all. He's not Vulcan calm.
And this is the first time they've ever done a kind of like a TV movie, you know, or what? I don't know how you did it. It's a streaming movie. It's not like, you know, back in the day when it would have been straight to TV or something, but it's kind of a new experiment for them, something they haven't really done. And it's I'm kind of curious just to see how much it gets viewed and then like what the reception is, of course, to it overall. But, you know,
I hope we're on that night after we
I trust you two will be there. You've been here for both of the trailer reactions. And so I feel like that would be fitting. So
I can't wait to see it. And our quiz Admiral Ashley is preparing a Section 31 / Mirror Universe trivia to coincide with the release of this exciting movie event. So we'll all be on the lookout for that. I'm going to be a panelist on that. Is this going to be the trivia I finally win? I don't know, but I'm going to look.
What happens in trailer number 2, Heather?
Michelle Yeoh kicks a bunch of people and waves her cape around and does Section 31s.
And looks good.
And looks amazing.
Looks like, yeah, she does look great. And
she does.
At the very least, I know we're getting a visually stunning movie. You know, it'll have lots of special effects, a lot of action. Michelle Yeoh, I always enjoy, but you know, I think the ultimate thing is what will the story be, and you know, and see how it sort of adds to the overall Star Trek mythos and canon. You know, is what I'll be looking for. So, thank you both. This has been great. We have to run to our next podcast. You know, this kind of fit in here. We're going to be covering the Orville tomorrow in just a few minutes over there with Jody Simpson and Kevin Millard. Adam and I will be. So we'll be heading over there. Of course, check out our 12 Debates of Christmas series. Continues tomorrow. Davin and I, we're talking about another one of our Star Trek debates that we've covered over the years. And later this week, we're doing Star Trek Lower Decks. We got our review of Fisher Quest. Appears to be a Harry Kim-focused episode and the penultimate episode of Star Trek Lower Decks.
The penultimate episode.
It's bittersweet.
It is.
And look out as well for our next edition of Star Trek Radio Theater coming up on December 29th. We're doing Star Trek Generations with a great cast. We got Heather, myself. We got the whole many of the Live Long and Podcast crew, as well as a special guest star and Sean Farrick from TrekCulture.com. And some newcomers like Adam's wife Callie coming in for the first time ever. So
she's very excited.
Yay! Yay.
Yeah, we're excited too. So look out for that, everybody. And with that said, we'll sign off for tonight, and we'll head over to our next podcast. Thank you, Heather and Adam, for the impromptu, and everyone in the comments. Tell us what you like about this or not, and your whole opinion. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that great stuff, and we will see you next time. Have a good one.
Bye.
Beam up some Star Trek content with Live Long and Podcast. Tune in to X-Rated, the X-Men animated review show. Artistic interviews with graphic histories. A roundtable movie discussion with Hey, did you see this one? And movie reviews with Hold Up, a movie podcast. And while you're at it, spin a few records with Eamon on Track. Watch us duke it out on trivial debates. And let's chat about TV with the Super Mader Brothers. It's all here on the United Federation of Podcasts.